Welcome, Dr. Baston. Thank you for coming to Bank One Billiards. It's great to have you here.
I'm happy to be here with you today.
Thank you so much. So this right here is just the interview process of just telling you how the game is going to go, how the interview process is going to go. If you have any questions about the game right now, opportunity to ask me, because once we go on the other side, you have another big question to answer after that. The game of pool is a great game, but how we play it is that you have to bank one of your object balls or bank the 8 ball to win. So whether you have stripes or solids, whatever you hit in first over there, that's the balls that you have to go to, and that's the ball you have to bank. If you don't make one of your object balls throughout the game, then you have to bank the 8 ball to win. Everything is behind the line. It's not ball in hand. I always let my guests break. Once you break, if you hit a solid in, you have solids. If you hit a stripe in, you have stripes. If you hit one of each end, it's still open. You have to choose. With that, any questions?
No, I think I got an expert here with me, and I'm ready to go when you are.
Sounds good. Okay, well, I'm going to take you over to the table and we can get started.
Sounds good.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Great to be with you.
Yeah, choose your pool stick over there and we can get started.
All right. Here we go.
So the first question, Dr. Baston, is do you want to compete today or do you want to play, we'll just call it as a coachee?
I'll be a coachee today.
Coachee. Okay, so that means our viewers get to learn more about the game today. Before we get started, before I allow you to break the balls, just tell the world a little bit about yourself that they might not know.
I'm the president of Cuyahoga Community College, and I've been here almost 2 years in the city of Cleveland, and I'm having a wonderful time meeting and greeting all the residents of Cuyahoga County and really trying to help people get on a path to the life that they deserve.
Absolutely, and I understand that you all just came from the Men's Health Summit.
Absolutely. We were able to reach out to hundreds of men all over the city to get them to get those screenings and the checks that they need so that they can make sure they live long, healthy lives.
Absolutely, and that's important. Especially, I feel like in the Black and Brown community, I feel like we don't go to the doctor enough. How do you feel the healthcare system is right now in 2024?
Well, I think that we still have to raise awareness of the options that people have because too many times people are going to the pharmacy as their primary physician to get something over the counter, or they're going to the emergency room because they've allowed things to linger too long. And so we got to make sure that people know how to get access to real health care, how to get a primary doctor who's going to check in with you on a regular basis, how to make sure that you take care of your health because your health is your wealth. And we spend so much time working and chasing a dollar, but if you ultimately are not breathing and you're not actually able to function, what's that dollar going to do for you? Now, I haven't played in a long time.
Well, hopefully after this show, you playing every day. That's our goal.
All right.
Okay, got some space. So nothing drops, so it's open table. What do I want? Try the 7 ball in the corner.
All right.
So I got the low balls. One ball right back here. And this would be my bank shot.
All right. Now we got to call pockets.
Gotta call pockets. Call pockets. That's how we get better.
All right, we'll put the 11 there.
Good call. So what I do is I always try to look for my bank first because banking out the 8 is really, really tough. But I'm gonna go 3 in the side.
See, I'm kind of a heavy-handed person. I'm gonna see if I can take that 11 down there instead of there.
Okay.
Maybe I can get that 11 here.
In the side. I like the side better.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Good shot.
See if we can put that 13 there as well.
The sport of leadership, we always like to go back to the history of billiards, specifically that pertains to our guests. So you being the president of Cuyahoga Community College, that's a leadership position. Why become the president of Tri-C?
Well, I have been a college president before coming to Tri-C. And when I decided that I wanted to venture out beyond New York, where I'm from, my wife and I came to Cleveland and we spent a couple of days doing a little secret shopper of the community. So not only did we come to the campuses and we talked to people at our 4 locations, but we went in the community. We went to Walmart, Target, we went to the regular places, we went to restaurants, to Perkins. We talked to people to ask a little bit about Cleveland and what made Cleveland special, and to make sure that this is a place that we could contribute and we can call home. And as a result of the time we spent here, this was a place we definitely wanted to be.
So if you had to say one thing about Cleveland that drew you in, drew your wife in, what would it be?
The kindness of its people. You know, we were in Perkins eating breakfast, and the waitress asked us if she could pray for us. And in New York, waitresses just can't come up and ask you for prayer, praying for you, and so on and so forth. But the fact that she had the courage to come up and say that to us made us feel so welcome and inviting. And there's heart in the heartland, and we are in the heartland, and we want to be a part of it. So,
Barack Obama, definitely a leader in my eyes. Any parallels that you can name?
Well, I think he led at a very challenging time in our country's history, and I think I'm leading in that challenging time. He led pre-pandemic, I'm leading post-pandemic, and the whole world, as a result of the global pandemic, has changed, and in some ways elevated all the challenges that we have in our community in some real ways. I think that my opportunity now, much like President Obama's opportunity, was to find new ways to solve complex problems. With him, he built an Affordable Care Act so that millions of people could have health care that they didn't have before. What I'm hoping to do is use education as a way, particularly for the young entrepreneur, to see themselves as designing their own destiny and to build the future that they deserve. And others that are right now out of opportunity, how do we connect them to the opportunity ecosystem so that they thrive? That's why I'm here.
Next, we have Martin Luther King Jr., civil rights activist, shooting pool back in, what is this, probably like the 60s or something like that, before my time. My question to you is, how do we get back leaders like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, you know, those frontline people? How do we get that back in our community?
Part of the thing we do is lift voices that are not often lifted. You are that kind of leader. You have now built a platform where you are lifting up the voices of others and at the same time elevating your voice. So we can't just wait for someone to anoint somebody a leader. We got to recognize the leadership within every person and begin to elevate and amplify positive messages. Think about what you're doing today. You're not just exposing people to pool, you're exposing people to a new way of thinking and being and engaging in social activity that's positive and even gonna help them with their health. That's what it's all about.
My goal is to, because this is, to me, a dying sport, and if the younger generation don't get exposed to it, the sport would go away. So my passion, my love for the game is the reason why I reach out to D'Angelo Spain, better known as Jaws, who is a professional pool player, and he's winning tournaments all over across the world. So that's what it's all about, because I'm at an age now where I'm able to give back to that younger generation, and I can do it through the sport of pool, but also the sport of filmmaking. So shout out to D'Angelo Spain. I am silent. So I'm gonna leave the 3-ball right here because it's right by the pocket. I'm gonna try the 2-ball in the corner. So we both still got to bank one of our ball or bank that 8-ball to win. So I'm gonna go cross corner with the 6.
All right, you got to get me back in this game here now. All right, 13.
So watch the scratch though. Try. go. One ball in this corner.
Got that soft touch there, huh?
I'm working on it. It's an elegance to the game that I really, really like. I'm gonna try it right here. I'll scratch. I wanna go out like that. President versus Bishop. What type of challenges do you face? Is it more with the presidency, or is it more with just being a bishop?
Well, I don't face challenges as a bishop. My moral compass is my moral compass.
Gotcha.
And the things I believe in, I believe in. And I see myself as using my values and incorporating some of that into the work that I do in the presidency. I think that the kind of expectation I have is that those that work with me are going to work for others, and those that we work for will be in a position to make the opportunities for others even better. So as I see, my work as president is a calling, and it is a higher purpose, and that purpose is to build people who will build people.
What does equity mean to you?
Equity means expanding opportunity. It really means making sure that the playing field is level and that people can then rise to their best efforts. If you are at a place where you start behind in a race, and it is not a fault of your own, whatever circumstance causes you to start behind, and we really want to see everybody make it to the finish line, we've got to take appropriate steps to ensure that we can get people in the race so that they can win like everybody else. And from my point of view, there's a whole lot of systems and structures that have been designed intentionally and some unintentionally that have caused people to not be able to progress and to move and to grow. And so we want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to live out their God-given full potential and to be able to run their race. And that means that you may need to provide different supports to actually get people where they need to be.
Think through an equity lens, meaning if I'm putting on Bank One Billiards, I have to think like, okay, we might have some people that can't take stairs, so making sure that there's an elevator or making sure that it's a ramp to get up there. So thinking outside of just the narrow vision is what I'm working on right now. So I appreciate you giving us that feedback. Recognizing promise. You are an editor on this book.
Absolutely.
Right? Editor on this book. How is this process?
Well, getting people involved from around the country that are experts in actually thinking through how community colleges function was something that was important to me. I travel all over the country helping communities make the connection. And I also wrote a few chapters in the book. But for me, we don't recognize often the promise in our communities, in our classrooms, in young people. And from my point of view, if we begin to recognize that promise will rise to the top and exceed and go beyond any expectation that we have. Many people have this idea that community colleges are a place to go where you don't know what you want to do or where you want to go. That's not true. Community college is a place that you made a conscious decision to bet on yourself, with people that are gonna bet on you at that same level. So we take everybody, regardless of their level of preparation, we stand with them, we support them, we encourage them, we get them to walk across that stage and walk into any stage they ever wanna walk in their lives. So clearly for me, community college is all about recognizing promise.
And I feel like I'm actually a living example of that. I went to Tri-C in 2016, graduated. I'm actually a student right now with some of my crew members in small business development. What I'm learning now back in 2016 is exactly what you're just saying, betting on myself more. So definitely appreciate you saying that too. It's definitely your shot. You have ball in hand behind the line, so you can move it anywhere that you want behind the line for your next shot.
I could tempt fate and try to get that 13 past that 8 in that pocket.
Want to be careful with that 8.
I could try that. I'm not going to.
Yeah, don't try that.
I'm not going to.
On a safe shot, I would try to get your bank out the way.
I'm gonna come down there. That's exactly 14, where I'm coming. That's exactly where I'm coming.
It's a tough shot, but that's makeable.
That's exactly where I'm coming.
try. So we both still got to bank one of our balls or bank the 8 ball.
What made you interested in pool?
I just played with my brother a lot. Growing up, my dad's friend had a pool table in his house, so I thought it's luxury, which it is luxury, but you know, our house not big enough to have a pool table. So when we was able to go over there, play pool, I never stopped playing. I was probably like 15 there. I used to play basketball. I played for Shaker Heights. So this is my new basketball. Try to cross corner.
We're going to try our best to chip it in there.
You gonna hit the 6 first? That's a shot. Gotta call it though.
You think I'm gonna hit the 6 first?
I'm gonna hit the 6 and go right in there. It can slide right in here, but you might run into that. Either way though, just open it up.
I think I'm gonna be very careful and I'm gonna sneak it in there. I'm gonna be very careful. I'm gonna be very careful.
Soft touch. We're talking about. Ooh.
Too soft.
All right, I'm gonna try another bank. Let's see if I can get the 3 back here.
All right.
Too much.
I'm gonna break them up down there and see if I can move my 14. It's not gonna.
Good call. Time flies. Our first photo that we got up is Dr. Baston with these beautiful young men and women. What's going on in this day right here?
That's when we were kicking off the campaign for Men's Health for Metro Health, really beginning the process of saying we're gonna go all over the community and let men know that they gotta come and get healthy. And the nice thing is, what we saw earlier today was fathers taking a hold of their little kid's hand and bringing them in. And that touched me because, you know, I got sick, and when my wife took me to the hospital, I wasn't gonna go in. But my wife did something kind of sneaky. She called my father. And when my father got on the phone, my father's name is Big Michael. And so when my wife called Big Michael said, "You going in that hospital, and do you want me to come while you going in that hospital?" I said, "No, Dad." So sometimes it takes somebody that loves you and that cares for you to push you even when you don't want to be pushed. And even if it's the voice of your father or that man or whoever in your life that can give you that encouragement, it made a difference for me. And so we want every person to have that same mentality, that we got to get those people we love and get them into places that's going to help them.
Yeah, that father and son relationship, I can attest to. I got a 3-year-old, so you know, he goes everywhere with me. He's not here today because he'll be running around crazy right now. But definitely, our next one, we got Dr. Baston at the Guardians game.
Yeah, that's the Guardians.
Okay.
That's the Guardians.
Tell us a little bit more about this photo.
Well, I was privileged last year to throw out the game ball at one of the, and you know, I am not the most sort of a baseball-oriented person.
Gotcha.
So what I did was I met with my baseball team at Tri-C, and they actually allowed me to pitch a couple of, you know, they spent an afternoon, you know, breaking my arm in so that I at least be able to get it over the plate, and thankfully I was able to get it over the plate.
That's my bucket list.
It's gonna happen for you. It's definitely gonna happen.
I gotta know that first pitch. How do you think higher education could help make a positive change? I know it sounds simple, but nowadays, you know, we got different outlets like social media, you know, entrepreneurship, which always been around, but it's more entrepreneurs that we see, I feel like. How can higher education help make a positive change?
Well, I think the fact that we have so much more to learn with artificial intelligence, with the ways in which young people are learning from the internet and from the Internet of Things, that we have to continue to use higher education as a structural platform to help advance and grow people. It's one thing to say, I want to start a business, But if you don't have bookkeeping skills, if you don't have the ability to know how to do credits and debits and manage human resources and all the kinds of other things that make that business work, you're going to be at a disadvantage. So you may have creativity, but if you don't have all those other ingredients, your business will not be successful. When you come into the college to do that, you come into our corporate college to get those entrepreneurship skills, or you come to get a business degree, or, there are a lot of people that recognize the power of the way in which we work today. So if you want to be a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, all those professions require formal education. And so while some might think that higher education is dead or over or whatever, it's usually people that don't have it that say that, or those who have it that are not interested in others getting it. It's important for people to really think about how they develop their mind, how they develop the skills, how they develop all their abilities so that they can be successful.
And I think too, the higher education component is knowing what do you do with your time there besides just like the books and stuff like that. It's networking. It's building those resources, because once you come out of that, and I had to learn the hard way. I got a whole master's, and it's like that don't always guarantee you a job. So how do you spend that time to to utilize your resources, the people around you, to make sure that you're successful when you come out? So
I think about, sometimes I teach. So sometimes I teach an introduction to paralegal studies course, an introduction to business course, because I have a law degree as well. And when I teach, I have students that have bachelor's degrees and master's degrees that come and get a paralegal certificate so that they can open up their own paralegal business. So the fact is, you never stop learning, but you should be thinking about ways to get those credentials of value that give you a competitive edge, that puts you in a place where you can choose to do more things. I have a lady who actually came back to the college to do interior design. And she's in the real estate business. I said, well, why would you come? You got a law degree, you're a real estate attorney. Why would you come do interior design? Because I can do $6,000 doing actual setting up homes and staging. She can do $6,000 just staging a home. She'd have to bill lots of hours or do a lot of different closings just to get that same $6,000 that her interior design background is going to allow her to stage homes. So that's how people are thinking today.
For me, it gives me structure. So I got degrees all the way across, but I'm still in school right now at Tri-C because it gave me structure. I built a nonprofit last year. I want to know, and I want to have that structure. So that's why I wrote it.
Boy, I don't have a whole lot of options. I'm going to still stay with that 14.
14? Hit it off the rail.
Let's see what we can do.
Off the rail is going to hit right in there.
I got the wrong ball, man.
It's a lot of games left.
You got me nervous with that 8 down there in the pocket. That's what happened to me.
You and me both. 3 ball under me. It's a tough game.
And now I think I can do my 13. Now I think I can do my 13 down here. Now I think I can do it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I hope I don't knock your 6 in. No, that's
this is not the 8 ball. Walk it. Whoa.
All right.
Good try.
Now I'm starting to see myself again.
That 8 ball is scary. Combination 6 and 3.
All right, now you let me get back in here a little something, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
I just need to see a ball go in.
I think you let me get back in here.
Run out of seconds.
Oh, no. Wow.
6 in the side, yeah.
There you go.
Let's see if I can see one go. So, Dr. Baston, you actually are 6th episode, I believe, in our first season. So, again, we appreciate you being here for sure.
I'm proud to be a part of it. And I thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. Can we get to 13?
We'll see if we can do it, because you know I'm looking at him right. You know I'm looking at him right. I want to make sure I don't hurt nobody now. And I also don't want to put my white ball in.
There we go. Ooh.
Oh. Wow. Wow.
All right. Cross side foot. Gosh. The bank is not messing with me today.
All right. Here we go.
14.
14.
Right behind it. One of us.
Let's see if I can chip that 14 in there.
So one thing I did learn early, chalk is free. Let's do the next one, Lily. So my playlist, I'm a huge music fan. Music helps me with my mental, helps me through my studies, helps me through Bank One Billiards. And what we're doing with this segment is we want to know what Dr. Baston listens to when he's going out in his presidential journey. What does he listen to?
McFadden and Whitehead, ain't no stopping us now.
Okay, dang.
Now, see, you might not know that.
I think I know the song though. Okay, so that's one. Give me one more.
All right. Let me see now. All I do is win. The clean version.
Oh yeah. All I do is win, no matter what.
There you go.
So we're gonna put two artists up here. We want Dr. Baston to choose. We got Biggie Smalls or Tupac. Which one you choose?
Oh, why you doing that to me, man? I'm from New York, so Biggie.
We got Biggie Smalls. Okay. We got some New Yorkers in the house too.
All right, Brooklyn in the house. Whitney. I love Diana, but Whitney.
So your path to leadership. What was this interview about? Your path to leadership.
My students, through the Mandel Leadership Program, those are students that are really pursuing different levels of leadership using humanities as one of the pathways. And so I was just sharing with them a little bit about my path to leadership and the things that kind of motivated me to be a leader and to get involved and to try to make a difference in the world.
Over the years, have you found your path being different?
I started off as a lawyer, so I represented education corporations, religious institutions, and nonprofit organizations. But once I started teaching students in paralegal studies programs for some of my academic clients, I loved engaging with the students. I loved preparing them to become those social engineers. I wanted my students to be the lawyers that were going to transform the legal system. And so, you know, that passion now has me on this path as a college president, because it's not just law, it's every possible profession that if we prepare people for their opportunity to lead, we can expand the imagination of this country.
This is a spinoff of Netflix and Chill.
Sure.
Obviously, we playing the game of pool. Before we get into that, Martin or Fresh Prince?
Oh man, that's another hard one. But I'm gonna go with Martin though. I'm gonna go with Martin.
Why Martin? Just real quick, why Martin?
Because it was a little more realistic
Okay, no, I was gonna say,
to my experience. Yes.
You can literally put Martin on Netflix right now, and he's talking about some of the things that we're going through today. Fresh Prince, definitely a great show, but Martin, is hands down for me. Minutes ago, it's a Tri-C student film. It was a six-week intense course to make this film. And I've done like a 48-hour film challenge like that, so I kind of know the ins and outs of how hard it is to make a film like this. So with this, I just wanted to kind of like just give a shout out to them on this episode. Dr. Baston here from Tri-C. I really big up the filmmakers and the people behind the camera, because even just the set right here is so much that goes into the actual production, the finished product that we see. They have makeup, how to do makeup behind the scenes. And again, they're doing that at Tri-C. It's an intensive course. And again, just showing people that's that want to be in a creative field behind the camera, how to do makeup to make people look ready for camera. So again, it's just, this segment is just a shout out to Tri-C and everything and everybody that's working hard behind the scenes to make these students ready for the industry. So,
but shout out to you for actually raising awareness, because people don't necessarily know that these are actual occupations. These are professional practice areas. They can actually make a very good living right here in Playhouse Square. Do you know how many of our stages and productions that happen, that there are people right from this city, right from this community, can actually work right here in their city?
Right here, and that's one of my goals. I want to shed light on the people behind the camera, and we don't have to bring people from LA, from Atlanta, and all of that. We got great people right here. So, and this is gonna be a testimony of that.
We can be the next sort of wave. It'll be our own version, but we could, that Atlanta story that you see in other parts of the country, that can be here. I mean, you think about the places that you can actually film, the backdrops, the ocean, everything we have. We actually have no sort of reason why we couldn't be in those places right here in Northeast Ohio.
Let's get some of these balls in. It's your shot. Go in. It's like the 13 and the 14 we struggling with right now. We're gonna get them in there. All right, we still both got a bank of ball. I'm gonna try to 5 straight up.
Oh, there you go.
Don't do that.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm pushing your ball.
Yeah, you blocking it. You plugging it up.
Let's see what we got. Let me try the 4 on the side.
All right.
So right here, I don't have much because what I'm gonna do with the 8. Let me try. Let me try the 3 in the corner. Don't hit the 8.
You did it. Now, oh, listen, it's all you now.
So I don't know if I explained it. So bank 1 is banking your balls up a rail or in the corner, or 2 rails or better. So your cue ball has to hit 2 of these rails, and then your object ball in. That's a bank as well.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm gonna try to do. Whoo, this is dangerous. I'm gonna hit it 1 rail, 2 rail. It's gonna hit the 8 ball in and go in here.
All right. Let's see you. The champ is here.
This playing with fire right here. Nope.
He did it.
Nah, that's your game.
Oh.
Yeah. So you see it?
Oh, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Next time you lose some.
Man.
This game has many positive attributes to not only mental health, but physical health as well. Bank 1 pop quiz. Playing billiards requires using mental strategy, memory, focus, critical thinking, and patience. Science has always showed us that lifelong learning contributes to lower rates of dementia, Alzheimer's, and other memory lapse-based degenerative diseases. Our question to you is, what was the first ball made?
I think you put in the 7, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it a 7? Try the 7 ball in the corner.
Right.
It was a 7 ball. Yep, it was a 7 ball. Thank you. It was a pleasure. Pleasure playing with you. We're gonna get a photo with you. Thank you, it was a pleasure.
My pleasure.
One more time, round of applause to Dr. Baston.
Thank you. Thank y'all, everybody. Thank you.
That's a wrap, guys.